You will not be able to stay home, brother. You will not be able to plug in, turn on, and cop out. You will not be able to lose yourself on Skag and skip out for beer during commercials because the revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by Xerox in 4 parts without commercial interruptions. The revolution will not show you pictures of Nixon blowing a bugle and leading a charge by John Mitchell, General Abrams, and Spyro Agnew to eat hog maws confiscated from a Harlem sanctuary. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by the Schaefer Award Theater and will not star Natalie Woods and Steve McQueen or Bullwinkle and Julia. The revolution will not give your mouth sex appeal. The revolution will not get rid of the nub. The revolution will not make you look 5 pounds thinner because the revolution will not be televised, brother. There will be no pictures of you and Willie Mae pushing that shopping cart down the block on the dead run or trying to slide that color TV into a stolen ambulance. NBC will not be able to predict the winner at 8:32 on report from 29 districts. The revolution will not be televised. There will be no pictures of pigs shooting down brothers on the instant replay. There will be no pictures of pigs shooting down brothers on the instant replay. There will be no pictures of Whitney Young being run out of Harlem on a rail with a brand new process. There will be no slow motion or still lights of Roy Wilkins strolling through Watts in a red, black, and green liberation jumpsuit that he has been saving for just the proper occasion. Green Acres, Beverly Hillbillies, and Hooterville Junction will no longer be so damn relevant, and women will not care if Dick finally got down with Jane on Search for Tomorrow, because black people will be in the street looking for a brighter day. The revolution will not be televised. There will be no highlights on the 11 o'clock news and no pictures of Harry armed women liberationists and Jackie Onassis blowing her nose. The theme song will not be written by Jim Webb or Francis Scott Key, nor sung by Glenn Campbell, Tom Jones, Johnny Cash, Engelbert Humperdinck, or The Rare Earth. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be right back after a message about a white tornado, white lightning, or white people. You will not have to worry about a dove in your bedroom, the tiger in your tank, or the giant in your toilet bowl. The revolution will not go better with Coke. The revolution will not fight germs that may cause bad breath. The revolution will put you in the driver's seat. The revolution will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised. The revolution will be no rerun, brothers. The revolution will be live.
I'm talking about shout it going crazy. People going crazy in these motherfuckers. Run that shit back, man.
But it means nothing. Nothing. Got a woman on the bed. Man made the car. Carry the heavy load. Man made the electrolyte to take us out of the dark. Man made the boat for the water like the 7-millimeter. Man thinks about a little bit of baby girl and a baby boy. Make them happy because man makes them strong. But after man make everything we can, do you know that man makes money? To buy from other men. This is a man's world.
Greetings, Black family. Greetings. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the Shabaka'S Blacc Experience Enhanced. I'm your host, Chan Krumah. To be joined with our other host, Shabaka San Corey, here shortly. And on the season 9, episode 49 of Shabaka'S Blacc Experience Enhanced, Grand Rising with Shabaka and the Chase, we'll be discussing Biden all of a sudden pardoning hundreds, if not thousands, of people. Was Trump lying when he said that he would get the prices of gas and food lowered when he was running for office against VP Kamala Harris or Kamala Harris? And what are these mysterious drones flying over several American cities? Update on the United Healthcare CEO murderer Luigi Maggiani. And if we have time, Cartersville High School became the scene of a hate crime against a group of black cheerleaders committed by a fellow classmate. Today, we take a deeper look into why black children are targeted and why it's usually a child from the dominant society who does it. Please call in with your questions, comments, and concerns. Call in numbers 516-418-5996. Press 1 and you'll be live on the air. This episode is for those that are 18 years of age and older. This is episode 48 of season 9, but it's 49 of season 9 because we did Tuesday, but Blog Talk Radio was acting stupid, so I had to bump the number up. But on Streamyard, I had to make it 49 because I did put the episode up as 48 on Streamyard. So this is episode 48 for Blog Talk Radio of season 9 of Shabaka'S Blacc Experience Enhanced. This episode is also being simulcasted on Streamyard, YouTube, Frontline Black News, and the air date of this program is Friday the 13th, December 13th, 2024. I'm going to mute Sister Hatshepsut's mic. Greetings, Sister.
Peace, love, and happiness.
Yeah.
Greetings, Assalamualaikum.
Alaikum salam.
I would like to respond. First of all, I don't trust nothing that Trump says. So I'm going to just end it at that. Because if I keep talking about it, I'm going to start getting upset. And secondly, the drones, we all know where that's from. Now, they're trying to say that the drones is coming from a mothership in Iran. But they are right that it's coming from a mothership, but it's not from Iran. It's from Allah, God.
Right.
Because I'm taught, and we're taught in the Nation of Islam that we have a mothership where UFOs come down from that mothership in baby planes, and they're being seen and they're making themselves known before the time of war. And they've been doing that since the 30s, since God made himself known. Now, we all know that the mothership is real. So they've been bearing witness to the truth, and they've been studying the teachings. And they've been on Facebook. I haven't been on Facebook recently, but I heard they've been on Facebook trying to get in contact with the nation about this because we used to talk about it all the time on Facebook.
Yeah.
So the mothership is real. The drones are real. The drones are coming from God. You know, and it talks about this in Ezekiel. When it talks about Ezekiel's will.
Yep.
When the prophets was beamed up and taken up and ascended into heaven, they ascended in Ezekiel's will. That's real.
Yep.
I've seen it twice. I've seen the whole mothership and I've seen baby planes. And I'm not crazy. So yes, I believe in that. What was the other part of your question?
Biden all of a sudden pardoning hundreds, if not thousands, of people.
Well, we all know Biden's the devil. You know what I'm saying? But he puts it out there like he ain't. And plus, he's senile. He shouldn't even be on that position.
Right.
So he's going to do whatever he wants to do, and he's going to lie.
But
I do agree that he was going to, I knew that he was going to do this. He was going to pass his son. I knew he was going to because that's his son. Right. But the reason why he's doing all that he's doing now is because he's hiding the fact that he's Shaitan, the devil. He's one of the devils.
Right, hold that.
And he's trying to make it seem like he's all for us, and he's just not.
Shabaka, is that you?
Yes, sir, it is.
Shabaka?
Yeah, How you doing this morning?
I'm doing good.
Grand rising from Sin City, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And it's cold out here. And then, of course, too, as you do know, the dump, you know, as in human body waste, okay? And I want to make that perfectly clear, by the way. You know, he's setting up his administration, his regime, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And the only thing I can say, we got to start showing ourselves up as a people. Me personally, I'm stated publicly, and if anybody hears it out there, you know, I don't vote no more. I don't do voter registration no more, you know what I'm saying, because at my age, you know, I got to focus on my twilight years, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I don't have time for no more of these lying cracker politicians. And I want to make that perfectly clear, by the way. Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't have time for these kangaroo courts. But then again, being black in America, you never know when you will be the defendant. You know what I'm saying? Right. And yes. then this business, and I really wish I would have had this woman's name. Okay. Is that who had stated that Jordan Neely deserved to die and that Daniel Penny was the hero. And to me, that was the biggest act of cowardness that I ever saw. Right. And then I just saw here on mainstream media where a black woman, I guess, who stated that she was a rape victim, they're saying now that she's lying about being raped. Okay. So I don't know if they got to her, blacked her, or if she in fact is lying. You see what I mean? So basically, this trend of what I'm seeing is of this alternate agenda, this confusion. Okay, let's see, the bed winching, the ass scratching, the yassa bossing. You know what I mean? This has gone up exponentially, like saying about the last couple of years. You see what I'm saying? Right. And then these Negroes who hate that. Yeah, go ahead, Brother Chad.
90 seconds.
What the hell? Oh, no. Only made it 20 minutes. Uh-oh, hold on, y'all. I got to extend the time. It's only 15 minutes. I was like, what do you mean 90 seconds? Oh, my God. Okay.
Okay, so what had happened is when the show got programmed, it only got programmed for 15 minutes.
Yeah. But
So I extended it. Yeah, so therefore, so that's some business, you know, that they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that what Blog Talk did, you know, to sabotage us. You see what I'm saying? And so with the
last part of it, Sister Hesepsi, because Sister Hesepsi was asking me what we were discussing. We got the update on the United Healthcare CEO murderer, Luigi Maggiano, and then situation in Cartersville High School became the scene of a hate crime against a group of black cheerleaders. Sister Hesepsi committed by a fellow classmate. And today we take a deeper look into why black children are targeted and why it's usually a child from the dominant society that does this. So I don't know if you're familiar with Professor Black Truth, but he did his crime report today, and he was bringing up incidents of black hate crimes brought against our youth. So he had brought up Columbine. He had brought up the situation in Oklahoma with the white girls that had the N-word T-shirts on that was spelling out the N-word.
Sure, I heard about that.
ER, and other scenarios like that where black children were attacked viciously by their white classmates for no reason at all. So I have put that in and then biting, parting in hundreds, if not thousands of people. So it's like 4 or 5 who we're going to discuss. All right, go ahead, Shabaka.
Yes, sir. Yeah, go ahead, sister.
Well, and then I was going to say about the last part of that question about the cheerleaders and the white cheerleaders who have the N-word on their shirts.
Yeah.
The devil is exposing himself.
Yep.
And the reason why he and she is exposing himself is because they know this is their last day. Not necessarily our last day, because we're talking, this is the day of the grateful and the day of the dead. So we're taught that we as a people have the opportunity to come up, you know, and if we get into the hereafter, we have the chance to go to paradise, but they don't. They never did.
Right.
And so they just expose themselves and they're coming out because they can't compose the devil within them anymore.
Right.
So they have to come out with it.
And
so they're going to act out. They're going to
to
do things that are disrespectful. But I'm going to let you know this. We don't deserve to be disrespected just because we are being ourselves.
That's right.
We don't deserve that. So what they need to do is go amongst their people and do that madness and stay away from us. Separation. Black power.
Black power. And to that point, they don't have no soul. So when they die, they just, that's it. That's it for them.
That's it. That's it for them. Either that or hell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's even worse. Because persecution is worse than slaughter.
Yeah. And then also, too, what's happening is, like, with this reselection of the dump, okay, it's just showing their hypocrisy. But what it is that white America is being more flagrant with its hypocrisy, is because what's happened with our youth, we have been dummied down with our youth. You see what I mean? It's because the 1990s, man, was a perfect opportunity, man, for us to come up. But then the rap industry is on puppets.
We didn't keep that momentum that we had gathered around the Rodney King beating. And I unfortunately I blame a lot of that on the small hats and gangster rap, because a lot of people prior to that was on very pro-black militancy, and then came out and everybody just started smoking weed and chillax.
Right, and then of course
party.
And then of course the infusion in the black community, you know, with the narcotics and what have you. And there's a definite correlation with that.
This is in the heart of the crack epidemic, and then our current president, Sleepy Jim Crow Biden, the architect of mass incarceration, him and passing 3 strikes laws and abuse laws and laws that criminalize specifically and locked us up for long periods of time.
Yeah, and we were targeted with that, you know what I'm saying? And we really were. And we were targeted with that, and then of course it killed the black family unit. Then you notice with the correlation of this, you saw a high amount of bed wenching. You see what I mean? So basically, man, it wasn't progress, it was regression, moving backwards. You see what I'm saying? But then, of course, when we speak about this, then all of a sudden we're black racists and things of this. And as we have stated many times on this platform, is that we are in no political, economic, or social position to be racist. You see what I mean? And then, of course, then you got this rainbow agenda, you know, that they're trying to force on us. You know what I'm saying? At all high levels, mid levels, and lower levels, you know, of the American social order and the American political spectrum. So with Donald Duck being reselected, handpicked again, you see what I mean? It's gonna get worse, you know. But at the same token, though, these Democrats, you know, are what they are. You see what I'm saying? And they have moved us backwards. And then the Congressional Black Caucus ain't nothing but a modern day minstrel show. When I look at Hakeem Jeffries, Tim Scott, you know, these people are beyond pathetic. You know, Alvin Bragg, beyond pathetic. You see what I mean? And things that are this nature right here. So, and I guess we're making closing comments now, Brother Che, because you said this is only a 15-minute program. Brother Che? Huh?
I extended it, Shabaka.
Oh, okay. All righty. Okay. All righty. So
we still got
over the years, we still got what?
We still got like an hour.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Oh, okay. All righty. And so therefore, so what it is it's up to us, to take care of us. You know what I mean? And then too, whatever few episodes that we got left, and I will get back with you on that there, Brother Che, after I do the checking on it and what have you, because we're not paying for this platform no more. You know what I'm saying? It's because we tried our best with what we had to work with, over the years. They still shadow banned us, you know what I mean? It's because they don't like this truth, And we're not interested in them liking it or not liking it. You know what I mean? It's because, we did speak the truth. We've had our haters, we've had our well-wishers, you know what I'm saying? So we thank all of our contributors and things of that nature right there. And also, too, these drones that they said that they had flying over, I guess, over there on the East Coast. They got Karine Jean-Pierre up here right now, the White House press secretary. Drones are manned aircraft being operated lawfully. Okay? So whatever what that means. So who knows, man, is that they might be spreading some more disease, man. They might be putting up some more radiation and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And then the cold part about it is that once again, they don't consult us on anything. And then also, too, these tethers are detriment. These Uncle Toms are a detriment, always have been and will continue to be. But, as in my twilight years, as I said, as long as to the best of my ability, I'm going to still keep passing down the knowledge of the stuff that I've lived through, is because they're doing a lot of erasure of the history, you know what I'm saying? And then the cold part about it is, Biden went up there and did these pardons and stuff like that, so less than a month, Donald Duck could be back in office. It's going to get worse, and then on top of it as well, too, if we don't...
Michael, what are your thoughts on all these pardons that Biden all of a sudden wants to do, seeing that he's the architect of mass immigration?
Oh, okay. Well, what it is that, people went to him with last-minute deals, serving their own self-interest, but Biden noticed that he ain't pardoning a great deal of black people, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot. So, therefore, once again, we still in trouble, you know what I'm saying? They're out to exterminate us. They're out to kill us, you see, and then...
He pardoned his son. But now they're talking about Hillary Clinton is looking for a partner. Bill Clinton is looking to get a partner for Hillary Clinton behind the Benghazi, WikiLeaks stuff, and all that.
Oh, yeah.
For the Duke's office. I did hear that he did pardon a lot of low-level offenders, nonviolent offenders, one of which was here in Colorado. A brother by the name of James Williams, who's 58. He got pardoned. So that's one black person pardoned. But
And then also too, huh?
I was just saying it's all about the money.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Because he's getting ready to go off of office, and he's not going to be able to make the big time money that he was anymore, unless he gets all these pardons and unless he gets all these agreements before he steps down, because he needs some money to take with him.
Yeah, right. And then of course, just to shore up, his family's interest or his special interest, to his relatives, business partners that he's made over the years and stuff of that nature like that. And I'm mad at him, but I'm not mad at him. I'm mad at him because, you know, he's not pardoning black people who've been held unjustly. You see what I'm saying? Who lacked, who have had due process lacked off in their cases. You see what I mean? But at the same token, it's designed this way. You see? So no, we're not, as we have stated over the years, we're not people of color. You know, the only want to marginalize people of color. You know, and then Kamala Harris, notice that you ain't seen her too much in the public lately.
Right.
And you won't. The next time you're going to see Kamala Harris on a prominent basis is when she certifies the electoral votes for Donald Duck. Okay, it's because she's required by law.
She's too busy getting drunk in Hawaii with Doug Emhoff, and rumor has it
exactly.
worse. So there's trouble afoot in the Harris household, and I don't know why we're surprised that Biden ain't partnering black people. Like I said, he's the architect of mass incarceration. He was responsible for locking up millions of black people. Thousands, if not millions, of black people in the 90s, late, basically since the 70s, since 72, because every crime bill since 1972 was Biden's law.
Yeah, exactly. You see what I'm saying? And then, of course, you remember, you know, when they had the Senate confirmation hearings with Anita Hill and going back and forth with Clarence Thomas and stuff like that when they was trying to get him on the U.S. Supreme Court, and they still selected him. So my question is, you know, since we're in our last few episodes, when is the day of the Yassa Boss and the ass scratcher going to end? I'm out of answers, you know, and it's kind of like, man, every generation you got a new batch of these individuals. You know what I'm saying?
When they stop incentivizing cooning and buffooning, it's a lucrative business. It's a lot of money involved in that. So get cut off when the white she breaks their tools and puts them in the unemployment line. Then it'll end then. But as long as it's continue to be incentivized and praised, then it's going to continue.
Yeah, man, and it's sad. You know what I'm saying? It really is sad, you know. But however, black family, it is what it is. And then, you know, after my eventual passing, you know, just off the law of biophysics, you know, I just hope, man, is that something happens, man, when we get our cohesiveness back. Because we all know what an explosion is, right? So what we need is the exact opposite for our cohesiveness of an implosion. Okay, an implosion is the exact opposite of an explosion. You see what I mean? So what we need is an implosion of our consciousness and of our awakening. You see what I mean? So over the years, we thank everybody, you know, that contributed to this platform. We're sorry, you know, that the bow has went under the water and that we're sinking. And so we are definitely working diligently, you know, to save the platform and stuff like that. And then if we can't transfer our episodes, Brother Che, to keep them, then I would have no problem deleting all of them. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is if we can't save them, then we got to delete them because, you know, we can't have somebody else playing them and they getting paid and we don't. You see what I mean? So, you know, I'll be speaking with you on that there, Brother Che and Sister Hesepsi, you know, on that. Right. And we do appreciate our contributors over the years. You know what I'm saying? We appreciated our haters as well, too, because the only thing that you haters did through your hatred was prove our point. You see what I'm saying?
Contributors, shout out to Mad Dr. D, who kept this platform afloat for 5 years. Man, Fun, who was a regular participant and contributor to the program. Shout out to Sister Akshita, who's been with us since day.
Right.
Shout out to Brother Isaiah, our East Coast correspondent. who's also been with
Right.
Asia.
Oh, yes, sir. And then most definitely we appreciate, all the public figures that came on our platform. You know what I'm saying? They know who they are and what have you. So we appreciate that. And then also, too, we appreciate, all our haters and things of that nature as well, too. And then Crystal Magnum, who was the rep accused in the 2000 Duke lacrosse case, they stated that she had lied about it. You know what I'm saying? So you see how that is, you know what I mean? And whatnot, Yeah, so we most definitely, appreciate,
all these years later,
all of them.
she lied.
I'm sorry?
All these years later, they admit that she lied about that?
Yeah, no, they say that she lied. Yeah, they say that she admits that she lied about 2006 encounter. Okay, and so now what has happened with that, okay, is that this here has just given the door wide open, saying is that these white men can go out here and rape black women. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And okay, so probably, in my opinion, is that they had got to her and they pressurized her to do it. But that's my theory. You know what I'm saying? And whatnot. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? And that we'll have to, just keep pushing forward. And we just have to keep pushing forward. And then too, for the generations after me, we're all we got. And we tried to do our best over the years, but the forces that hate us simply because they cannot be us, hey, we appreciate your hatred, is because one thing we did do, we brought out the truth about you, the lying hypocrites. You know what I mean? We really did.
Shout out to Joe Gibson.
And
shout out to Joe Gibson, his baby self.
Shout out to him. Shout out, to that one there who had whose podcast that I called up and called me all kind of foul stuff, and then I said to you on your show, and I will say it to you again. So why don't you just go take a flying leap through a rolling donut, and then to all you confused males, you know what I'm saying, that want to call yourself women, just recognize that there's a great insult to womanhood, you know what I mean, to all you tethers. You were self-destructive because evidently you didn't listen, okay? And then to the Rami Salamis and stuff like that, you all guys know where you can go, is because the only thing you're doing is spreading propaganda and lies and things of this. No, we are not the same. And like I said, and to prove my point even further on that, in about 6 months, bring your reptilian selves out here to this sun, you know what I mean, and watch the sun burn.
Like I said,
and then, and here,
Bad Salami used to be darker than me. In the 80s, darker than
and then
sitting now, he's looking like he's looking now. So somebody been bleaching those.
Yeah, and then also, too, to find out a special interest story that I just found out here, is that you had a whale, okay? A whale. I forgot what they call in his name, but this whale, he swam all around the world. You know what I'm saying? And whatnot. So more power to the whales, is because, they have preserved a lot of humans against shark attacks, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot. So therefore,
Shout out to Flipper.
Huh?
Flipper.
Remember who?
Remember Flipper, the movie about the whale, the killer whale?
Oh yeah. Because with the killer whales and what the dolphins would do, when they would see humans in the water, they would kill the sharks. You know, that was trying to attack humans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then keep in mind the killer whales, they believe in revenge. You know what I'm saying? To find out. You know what I'm saying? Because I think they made a movie called Orca in the late
Orca.
80s. The late 80s. And what it was is that this whaler had killed the orca's, I guess, you know, female companion. And then, so what the orca did is that he went and tracked down the perpetrator, you know what I'm saying, and found out that this person had lived off the coast. And the orca went there and tore down his house, you know, and got him in the water and gave him the business. You know what I'm saying? Hey, say the Almighty gave all living creatures a means of self-defense, okay? But how come that doesn't apply to the Negro? You see what I'm saying? How come that doesn't apply, you know, to the black family unit? But, however, it is what it is, you know, so Shabaka'S Blacc is
human. They still see us as less than human and someone to be victimized and targeted and killed.
Yeah. So they were saying is that the whale made a historical journey, you know, so I would imagine that the whale had swam around the world, you know what I mean? And what have you. You say, and then as you do know, is that stuff over there that we had mentioned since 2011 about the Tokyo Power and Electric Company that was dumping the radiation into the Pacific, okay? Whatever lies they're telling, it's still killing the ocean is because the University of California at San Francisco, they're marine biologists, you know, from what I understand, the research that they've been doing, and this story is about 4 years old, that they were saying is that in Frisco Bay, they got dolphins coming in there, you know, glowing in the dark. You know, they've been radiated. So basically what they did through their corporate greed and stuff like that, they have killed the planet. You see?
We got
and what it is
we had a caller.
We have a what?
Somebody called from a 518 number briefly, and then they dropped.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even get to
the 518 number dropped off.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so we don't know who that is.
Long enough for me to unmute their mic or anything, so I don't know who that was.
Okay. All right. It's probably somebody spying on us, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully it's a well-wisher.
And Sister Hesepsia, what are your thoughts on the United Healthcare CEO, murderer Luigi Margiani that was...
Oh, yeah, Luigi. Yeah,
Luigi.
Huh?
Yeah, Luigi. Yeah.
Yeah, from Mario Brothers.
Yeah, okay. The only thing I can say about that is this: to find out that CEO had a net worth, man, of about a couple of $100 billion, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot.
They're praising him as a hero.
And then
they're praising him as a hero like they did Daniel Penny.
Okay, who? Luigi or the CEO who got killed?
Luigi.
Oh, okay. Well, Luigi, he's washed up. You know what I'm saying? As they say, he's through. And Luigi probably will not see sunlight ever again. And then who knows, as the case unfolds, you know, it'll be very, very interesting, you know, to see how it's going to turn out.
I heard Luigi pled not guilty to the charges, and then there's all these CEO wanted signs popping up all over New York.
Yeah, and then, you know, Luigi is also fighting extradition out of Pennsylvania, too.
Yeah, he's fighting that, too. That's right. That's what he's fighting on.
Yeah, he's fighting the extradition. But however, ladies and gentlemen, a year from now, if I'm still here, if our predictions that we have made over the years of doing this podcast, since we're in our twilight era, we're still trying to find them. Still
about the mob, and especially like in Chicago and stuff. That name sounds very Italian. You think he has some connection to the mom? He says his family has a lot of wealth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then there's also too something about Luigi. You know, it had some type of devices planted inside of his back as well too.
Yeah, he had a lot of
pain in his spinal cord.
Yeah, in his spinal cord. So maybe
you want to elaborate on that? You have more information on that than we do.
They were just saying that he had some what do you call that he had those pins in the back of his spinal cord, all the way down his spinal cord that was connected to some type of what do you call those devices?
Yes.
Yes, and I just wanted to comment on that because the stuff that he's getting into and the stuff that he has done, he seems to me like he's just getting away with it because he's from the mob. Because the mob can do whatever they want to do, kill whoever they want to kill, and get away with it because they have money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The mob, the mafia, whatever you want to call it. Now, if a brother did it, and he had pins all down his back, they throw him under the bus and in jail, and probably would give him the death penalty. Yeah. Now they talk about giving him the death penalty. I'm not quite sure if they're going to do it.
Okay. Yeah. Let's say. Yeah.
And see you on the street.
Yeah.
It's just stereotyping, because it's so true that. It's just stereotyping. It's so true to that, dude. Just because a motherfucker Italian doesn't mean he's from the mob.
Yeah, so that's all I know about. They're like they're bugs in the back, in his back, and his spinal cord, but they're also like little pins that are connected to the bugs and devices in his back.
Yeah. You say. So who knows what's up with that? And you know they're bringing up all these criminology professors and then these psychologists. They're bringing up their own Luigi and things of that nature right there. And then they said he was not a member of the insurer. You know, so they don't know why, and that there's United Healthcare.
Okay, so what?
You see what I mean? Where the CEO had a net worth of like about $100 billion and stuff like that. You know,
just perceived as
however, it is what it is. Okay, any other topics we got?
I was gonna say,
that's the first one in fucking America.
Story, but I heard someone like a family member of his that he was real close to died because he wasn't getting the proper health care. So he killed the person who was involved with his health care or something like that. There wasn't given health care. That's what they said on the news. So that's the reason why he retaliated the way he did, went off and killed him.
Okay.
Nobody.
Alrighty. Okay.
The regular
and then too, I saw these images where they was transporting Luigi out of a police vehicle and they was grabbing Luigi, and I think they banged his head up against the wall. So of course, when they got off camera, ain't no telling what they did to him. You know what I'm saying? And then they got another story here saying a woman is charged with threatening insurance. Allegedly in this phone call by saying delay denied to hold, whatever would that mean. You know what I mean?
No, it's
so they know telling, you know, what these propaganda machines are doing, stuff of this nature right here. And then so we're gonna try our best to, you know, save this platform, you know what I mean? And then two brothers, I gotta get you, man.
And he's not the only person that fucking
rides the pin. You know, on this data savers, you know, that you was telling me about.
Okay, so he put
Renee had to wear a whole motherfucking shield. No, Renee had to wear a whole shield because she had a
they don't even kick you off the stage.
Because it just got pins and needles.
That's a pretty bad look.
Okay, I remember brother said put himself on mute. All right, and so therefore, Jeff Bezos donated $1 million to Donald Trump's inauguration. And Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Meta, met with some privately Mar-a-Lago, so who knows what shenanigans that they get ready.
She's not in the mob.
You see what I'm saying? And then hopefully that will have, that they will have peace.
He keeps getting richer and richer off of us.
I know people that are in the mob, though. I know about
the security, the Medicaid, everything.
Speculation.
Oh, yes, ma'am, absolutely. Oh, yes, ma'am, absolutely. And this is why we appreciated Dr. Christina Parks of dropping the knowledge that she did, a few episodes back.
Hello.
You see what I mean? And so we're going to try to preserve it. They're systemically targeting us. You know what I mean? And as we said over the years, we got black family, Be careful about what you post up on social media. Because any comments that you make up there, they can and will use it against you in these kangaroo courts.
Tell us.
Yep, they sure will.
Yeah, you see, and then keep in mind
stick to the facts.
That they have the technology
to fabricate a case against you. That's the scary part. Right there. Stand up straight.
How they can fabricate
for a whole fucking 2 years.
You see what I mean? So that's what's extremely dangerous. You know what I'm saying?
No, right?
Yes,
so we got
to
we definitely got to keep that in mind.
She had agreements too.
Then hopefully, black family, is that we will preserve it because after all of what we've been through, we still preserved ourselves. Okay, Brother Che, you still with us?
Who with this?
Whatever, cuz. I don't want to hear
it.
You just get on here trying to argue about shit. You don't even know what you're talking
about.
Okay. I don't know what happened with Brother Che. Okay, so that's therefore that there is my closing comment.
Okay. I don't even know the definition.
Now we're stereotyping.
And ideals, okay? Sister, you got any closing comments?
Yeah, I was gonna go back into what the messenger said about self first. He talked about it in The Fall of America. He said, self first, we the black people in America do not think for self first.
Like, why do you even
think about everybody else except for ourselves? As long as we think for self first, is the greatest mistake with the poor black people who are us from servitude, slavery, of the fathers can make.
I didn't come on to fight.
Trying to win, I mentioned this before, trying to win the love of the white slave master has been the black people's greatest mistake.
Oh,
so
yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
Self first, man. Forget about
that. Yes,
you don't want to fall with them. You know what I'm saying? And go into hell with them. So.
Yeah, you see, and but like I said, though, is that they always break their tools. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
To quote Brother Che, and then keep in mind when this dumpster gets inaugurated and handing over the reins of power, there's going to be a whole lot of their tools that they are going to destroy. And I'm willing to bet dollars to donuts is that Tim Scott is going to perhaps be one of the first. Then the next one who's going to be broke down is going to be Candace Owens. You know what I mean? And then to this woman over there at Duke University who said that she lied about this rape case. She said they probably got to her. You know what I mean? And what have you. And this is the problem with this, is Robert Kennedy had told J. Edgar Hoover in the early 1960s, not only is it wrong for them to have all this power, right? It is extremely dangerous, It really is, it is extremely dangerous, you see. So with that being said, okay, I yield, and then Brother Che is still in the studio if he could hear us. Okay, I'm going to bid everybody a good day. And Brother Che. What other topics we got? Oh, yeah. Okay, so therefore, what has happened is, yeah, I'd like to see that, you know what I'm saying, about how they're going to lower the price of gas, you know, because here in Nevada, people, it's not too bad, but it's not all that good either. And then, of course, that ratchet state that's due west of here, I don't have to call its name, you know, it's Governor Bruce Newsom. And it's going to be running for president in 2028, you know, so they setting the stage on him right now. And then I think Bruce Newsom only has 2 years left as governor of California. And then they should be selecting one of the senators out of California as well, too, is because it's kind of like every 2 years, you know, wait a minute, they elected Congress, wait a minute. And I think like once every 4 years, I take that back, once every 4 years that California is going to select either one of its senators, because I noticed that in California, they don't have both senators running at the same time. Very interesting. You know what I mean? And then, of course, as we do know, that's where old Ronald Reagan did his thing, you know, who wind up being the president. So what it is, black folk, we're all we got. As we've stated over the years, you know, so over the years, we appreciated our well-wishers. We love our haters, you know what I'm saying? We really do. It's because with your diatribes and idiocracy, idiosyncrasies, your hatred and all that, you stated of how you honestly felt, okay? And it's not a question if we like it or not. We just appreciate you stating of how you honestly feel. You see what I mean? And then on top of that, the black male has got to reclaim, you know, his rightful place in society, not so much in the U.S., but throughout the world, you know what I mean? And then also through this movie Gladiator 2, I'm going to boycott it, okay? And I would ask the black community to do the same thing too. You see what I mean? Because they don't never, ever want to show us, you see what I'm saying, where we had positions of power and knowledge and things of that nature right there.
Already with
okay? All inclusiveness, you know, is to our detriment, economically, politically, commercially, educationally. You see what I mean? And that is my final statement on that, Brother Che.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Earth.
I just made a closing statement. I see the brother had made a comment about doing for ourselves. I say, yeah, it should be about self first, because we worry too much about everybody else and not ourselves.
Right.
So a self first, God first, and everything else next.
Yes,
basically.
ma'am.
I elaborated on it, but basically that's what I stated.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
And then I just wanted to touch a little bit more on the point that I made about not trusting white people, because trying to win the love of the white slave master has been our black people's greatest mistake.
Yes.
Yeah,
that goes down.
You know, and then, you know, like I said, everybody benefits off of us.
Except they sure do.
Yeah. And that there violates every law of economics, mathematics, you know, sociology, and the list goes on and on and on. But all we got is each other, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah, we just don't want to get it to the point to where it becomes a grave-based mistake and we lead to them. We have them lead us to the grave with them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's been our greatest mistake, but don't let it be our gravest mistake. Because we ain't trying to go to hell with them. Well, a lot of our people have, but I ain't trying to go to hell with them.
Right.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And this isn't hatred or what have you, you know. It's just that out of the knowledges that people have dropped here on this platform over the years, we do know what we're talking about, you see. And what it is that we just spoke about some inconvenient truths. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You know,
yes, sir.
And we knew the job was dangerous when we took it, you know what I'm saying? And we never advocated hatred for anybody, but they sure did come to us with a whole lot of hatred, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And at the, and at the same and at that same token, we're not going to say that we love them, because I'm not going to sit up there and tell that lie, you know? But as Dr. Marimba Ani, the great student of the one and only Dr. John Henry Clark, she spoke of the Ma'afa disaster so bad it's beyond description. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so when I do us here in the Black community with various issues as far as faith, politics, what have you, if we disagree, Black family, please let us disagree agreeably. It's because everybody is against us. You see, and the reason why that they are against us, because they cannot beat us, you know, and that is my opinion. So therefore, definitely like and follow and subscribe to Frontline Black News. Also, too, definitely subscribe to the like page and follow us at Shabaka'S Blacc Experience Enhanced on Facebook. Also, too, you can follow us at Tweety Bird, you know, and definitely check out at Shabaka capital EXP. And we accept all insults, hate mail, comments, well-wishing as well, too. So therefore, for those, you know, although they had shadow banned us, you know, for a number of years, we did hope we did raise the conscious level of at least one Black person. And if we did that for at least one Black person, then I think, you know, my mission has been accomplished in this thing called life for me.
Yes, sir. Amen, and I mean to that. Yes, sir.
Yeah. And then if we can monetize it, that'll be a wonderful thing. And I could retire, you know, comfortably. You see what I mean? And whatnot. And then, too, and we do not apologize of the truths that we spoke. It's that we did try to reason with people over the years, you know, and then we had a lot of unreasonable people on us. And then, of course, we do not apologize for pushing the eject button on our haters. You know, you did it to yourselves, you know what I'm saying? And then when you go out there and smear our names and stuff like that, please spell our names correctly. You know what I mean?
Let's talk about that.
You say
it's not Cheshire. It's Hatshepsut. But they don't have the mind and the brain to make a concept of an Egyptian or African name. You know what I'm saying? Or Egyptian, African, or African name. They don't know how to do that. They don't have the brain to put that in there correctly.
Right. Exactly. You see. And so therefore, too, is that I want to say this here. Okay, if this individual is listening, okay. I made a statement, Brother Che, you know, on a comment that I was a diasporic African, and this Negro gets up there and says, well, we was already here and all that stuff, you know, and we've had disagreements on that. And we disagree agreeably, you know what I mean? It's because one thing I will say, okay, unlike y'all in Colorado, I hate cold.
Hey, you know, I actually
I can't take the Colorado last year, you know what I'm saying?
And I was full understanding what he means by that.
I went out there in March, but I was forewarned. No, man, you're coming at the worst time of the year. You know what I'm saying? And boy, that one, boy, it was vicious, you know. And then getting back from Colorado, I had to take a rest over in Flagstaff, Arizona, which is about 1 million miles above sea level. Okay. And then I said, no, I got to get off this hill. You know what I'm saying? Out of Flagstaff, you know. And then when I got back closer, you know, the rain started turning to sleet, then it started turning to water. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
I made it in, you know, and I was like, oh, boy, help me, Mr. Winter, help me.
No, you gotta try to correct.
You know, it's time for to bring this one home. You know what I'm saying? Man, so we made it, and then as soon as I got him, crashed out for about 12 hours. You know what I mean?
I'm okay with
But oh, wait, you guys got some vicious winners there on those planes today. And then on top of that, you know, I just want to.
All I was saying is, I actually agreed with him.
That there was somebody
I seen the evidence.
Who had said,
why he says it. It makes sense.
What was it on there?
I understand it, and I agree with why.
And then, hey, brother, so you still with us?
I didn't say I was going to change my thought process. I just said I agree with why he says it.
Yes, I'm still here, Shabaka, but I shortened the time because you said you had to get off. So.
Okay, all right, okay. So we can go on in and end the episode, and then what we're going to try to do, ladies and gentlemen, with a few times that we got left, you know, we're going to try to produce some more because Blog Talk was acting crazy and killed our normal night on Tuesday, you see. So we're going to try our best and try to go out with a bang. Okay, Brother Chet, I know you got runs to make. Okay, so when you get in this evening, man, after you know, make sure everything is all right on what you had related to me.
Yeah.
Get with me, man, and see if we could save these episodes. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And whatnot. You know. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is Shabaka Sankoris signing off from Sin City, commonly referred to as Las Vegas.
All right, what do you want to go?
Thank you.
Ship ahoy. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, ship ahoy. Okay, I'm out. Okay.
Peace.
Peace. Just stay on for like 2 seconds after you close everybody out.
All right, thanks for putting it on the Streamyard. Keep it on, put it on. Thanks for watching the shows. We'll be back tomorrow with what wrong happening. Running to fun. And we'll see y'all then. In the meantime, make sure y'all like to subscribe to all our platforms. Come on, back on YouTube and Facebook. We got these on Facebook. Love, light, reparations, separations of Black Common. Maybe change something on from the mile high income. We go mother for the city. Peace.